So, next topic today we will discuss this zeros and singularities of analytic function, and now we are familiar with this term analytic function. Okay. So, first what is the definition of zeros of an analytic function? So, a zero of an analytic function f z is that value of z for which f z is equal to 0. Clear? So, a 0 of an analytic function f z is that value of z for which this function is equal to 0. And we have already know that this, if f z is analytic in the neighborhood of the point z is equal to a, then by Taylor's theorem f z can be represented as this type of series. F z is equal to f a plus f dash a z minus a plus f double dash a divided by 2 factorial z minus a square plus and so on plus f n a divided by n factorial z minus a power n plus and so on. Okay. So, when a function is analytic, then we can develop a series like this, which is known as Taylor series. Okay. Now, let us suppose that this f dash a is equal to a 1. Let us suppose that a n is equal to this, a n is equal to f n a over n factorial. Then this expression can be written as f z is equal to a naught plus a 1 z minus a as it is plus a 2 z minus a square as it is plus and so on a n z minus a power n as it is plus and so on. So, where we substitute a n is equal to f n a over n factorial. Now, let us suppose if a naught is 0, a 1 is 0, a 2 is 0, a m minus 1 is 0, but a m is not equal to 0, then f z is said to a 0 of order m at z is equal to a, right. Then f z is said to be a 0 of order m at z is equal to a. And if m is equal to 1, then 0 is said to be simple 0, then 0 is said to be simple 0. And we know in the neighborhood of 0 means z is equal to a of order m, we can write f z is equal to a m z minus a power m plus a m plus 2 z minus a power m plus 1 and so on. So, when a naught is 0, a 1 is 0, a 2 is 0, a m minus 1 is 0, then obviously remaining terms start from a m z minus a power m plus a m plus 1 power this z minus a power m plus 1 and so on. And here z minus a power m common. So, within the bracket we have a m plus 1 into z minus a plus and so on, and that represented by phi z. So, this expression can be written as z minus a power m phi z, where phi z is equal to this. So, from this term common is z minus a power m, and within the bracket we have we have infinite number of terms, and those infinite number of terms is denoted by phi z function of z. So, we can represent f z is equal to this one. Okay. So, then f z is obviously analytic, clear, obviously analytic. Now, since f z is analytic, okay, so in the neighborhood of z is equal to a, we can expand this f z like this series, right, and this expression can be written like this way. Okay. So, here phi z is also analytic and non-zero in the neighborhood of z is equal to a, clear. So, in this way we can represent phi z is analytic. Okay. So, always remember a 0 of an analytic function f z is set is that value of z for which the function have 0 value, means f z is equal to 0. तो अगर आपको 0 कैलकुलेट करनी है किसी भी एनालिटिक फंक्शन की, तो आपने z की वो वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करनी है जहां फंक्शन की वैल्यू जो है वो 0 हो जाए. ओके. सो देन इन दिस वे यू कैन इवैल्यूएट द zeros of an analytic function. Okay. Now, find the order of all zeros of function z square plus 9. Okay. So, how can we evaluate? Since here f z is equal to z square plus 9, is an analytic function, and a 0 of analytic function fz is that value of z for which fz is equal to 0. This means z square plus 9 is equal to 0 and z is equal to plus minus 3 iota. Plus minus 3 iota. This means that z is equal to plus minus 3 iota are simple zeros. Clear? Similarly, find the zeros of fz is equal to sine 1 over z. Now, here fz is equal to 1 over sine 1 over z. Clear? So, this function is analytic, right? And a 0 of analytic function fz is that value of z for which fz is equal to 0. So, sine 1 over z is equal to 0 imply 1 over z is equal to plus minus n pi, and this means z is equal to plus minus 1 over n pi. So, which are the required zeros of fz, and all these type of zeros are simple zeros, right, of order m, means m is equal to 1, right. Similarly, find the orders of all zeros of this function fz is equal to z sine z. Okay. So, here function is fz is equal to z sine z. So, here z one term, sine z second term. So, z is equal to 0 is a 0 of order second. Why this one is a 0 of order 2? Reason is, calculate f dash z. F dash z is this, f double dash z is this. Now, put z is equal to 0. We get f dash z is 0, but f double dash 0 is non-zero. Okay. So, we know when m plus 1 is not equal to 0, then that one is the order of 0 is 2. Okay. So, here f double dash 0 is not equal to 0. This means z is equal to 0 is the 0 of second order. Okay. Use the definition of zeros of analytic function. Now, here again f is equal to z sine z. Now, here sine z, right. Suppose z is not equal to 0, suppose. Okay. So, sine z, this means this term, this f is equal to 0 provided this z is equal to plus minus k pi, where k is 1, 2, 3 are also zeros of first order, means simple 0. तो जब भी आपने ऑर्डर कैलकुलेट करना हो तो आप डेरिवेटिव निकाल लिया करो और उस पॉइंट पर देखा करो वैल्यूज क्या आती है. तो जिस डेरिवेटिव की वैल्यू नॉन जीरो होगी, राइट, वही उसका ऑर्डर होगा. ओके. Now we have one more problem. Find the orders of all zeros of the function fz is equal to 1 minus e raised power z and z square minus 4 power 3, right. So, here fz we have given 1 minus e raised power z into z square minus 4 power 3, and obviously this one is an analytic function, and we know what is the 0 of the analytic function, that value of z for which fz is equal to 0. Now, from this part z is equal to plus minus 2 and plus minus 2 are zeros of order 3. Reason is power is 3. Very simple. जहाँ power दे रखी हुई है वहाँ थोड़ा ये चीज़ निकालना बहुत आसान है. Otherwise derivative का concept आप लीजिएगा, right? So z is equal to plus minus 2 are zeros of third order. Similarly, this one 1 minus e raised power z. So in that case z is equal to 2k iota pi, where k is 0, plus minus 1, plus minus 2 and so on. So all these are zeros of first order, means simple zeros. So in this way you can find the location of 0, right, and order of 0, right. Now one more problem. Find the orders of all zeros of function e raised power tan z. अब देखिए e raised power z सिंपल ले लेते हैं. e raised power z, क्या e raised power z की वैल्यू कभी 0 होती है for all value of z? No, not possible, right. So since fz is analytic, no doubt, and 0 of an analytic function fz is that value of z for which fz is equal to 0, but in this case here no 0 exists, since e raised power z is not equal to 0 for any value of z. So in this function we have no 0. Okay. In this function we have no 0 exists. Clear? तो किसी भी z की वैल्यू के ऊपर ये जो एक्सप्रेशन है वो 0 नहीं है, right. Now one more question. Find the orders of all zeros of the function z square plus 8 divided by z4. Okay. Obviously function is analytic, no issue, right, and we know a 0 of analytic function is that value of z for which fz is equal to 0. Now from this part is 0, right, z square plus 8 is equal to 0, means z is equal to plus minus under root 8i. These are zeros and these zeros are simple zeros. And second, z is equal to infinity. z is equal to infinity. So z is equal to infinity is a 0 of second order. Why this one is a second order despite the fact the order this degree is 4? Reason is put w is equal to 1 over z. Okay. So when you substitute w is equal to 1 over z, this means that 1 over w square plus 8 divided by 1 over w4, and that can be represented as this way, which means w square 1 plus 8 w square. This means w is equal to 0 of order 2, right? W is equal to 0 of order 2. So w is equal to 0 means z is equal to infinity is a 0 of second order. So due to this reason, z is 0, z is equal to infinity is a 0 of second order. So in this way you can evaluate the location of 0 and order of this type of zeros. Okay. Now next topic is what is the singularities of an analytic function. Okay, singularities of an analytic function. तो singularity का मतलब ये है कि वो पॉइंट आपने उन पॉइंट्स की लोकेशन आपने कैलकुलेट करनी है जहां पर फंक्शन एनालिटिक नहीं है या फंक्शन एनालिटिक होने से रोका जा रहा है. क्लियर? ओके, वो पॉइंट आपने डेवलप करने हैं. राइट. सो डेफिनेशन इज ए पॉइंट एट विच द फंक्शन सीजेस टू बी एनालिटिक. Right, a function ceases to be analytic is called a singular point or singularity of fz. In other words, a singular point or singularity of fz is a point z naught at which fz is not analytic. Fz is not analytic. However, every neighborhood of z naught contains point at which fz is analytic. तो कोई भी अगर आप क्लोज्ड कर्व ले लो, ठीक है, तो अगर इस टाइप का एक भी पॉइंट एग्जिस्ट करता है सपोज जहां फंक्शन एनालिटिक नहीं है, सो दिस पॉइंट इज सेड टू बी ए सिंगुलर पॉइंट और सिंगुलरिटी ऑफ दैट फंक्शन. और इस पॉइंट के आसपास जो है जितना भी रीजन के अंदर का एरिया है वहां सारे पॉइंट्स पर आपका फंक्शन एनालिटिक है. राइट. सो at which function is not analytic, that point is known as singular point. Okay. For example, suppose function is 1 over z minus 2. Okay. So this function is not defined. So when function is not defined, this means function is not analytic. Okay. So this at z is equal to 2, this point is singular point of this function because at this point function is not defined. Right. So next definition, what is isolated singular point? So isolated singular point means a singular point z is equal to a of a function fz is an isolated singular point if there exists a circle with center a which contains no other singular points of fz. ठीक है, कोई भी एक क्लोज्ड कर्व है उसके अंदर एक पॉइंट है a, z इज इक्वल टू a, वो है आपका सिंगुलर पॉइंट. तो उसके आसपास एक छोटा सा सर्कल ट्रेस करो और उस सर्कल के अंदर और कोई भी अगर सिंगुलरिटी नहीं है, then that singularity is known as isolated singular point. Okay. So a singular point z naught is said to be isolated singular point if there exists a neighborhood of z naught, right, which does not contain any other singular point of this function fz. Right. So for example, we have this function fz is equal to z over z square minus 1. Right. So z square minus 1 means in the denominator z minus 1 and z plus 1. Okay. So this means z is equal to minus 1 and z is equal to plus 1 are two isolated singular points of this function. So around minus 1 small circle if you draw, then we have no other singular point. Okay. So that singular point is said to be isolated singular point. Okay. Similarly, this function fz is equal to 1 over sine pi z has infinite number of isolated singular points at z is equal to plus minus 1, plus minus 2 and so on up to infinity. Right. Clear? So these are said to be isolated. Now see this very important remark, when z is equal to a is an isolated singular point, okay, then we can expand fz as fz is equal to summation n 0 to infinity a n z minus a power n plus summation a minus n z minus a power minus n. This means that if we have one singularity z is equal to a, that one is the isolated singularity. So around isolated singularity we can develop a Laurent type of series, and this one is nothing but a Laurent type of series. This term as it is, and expanded version of second part is a minus 1 z minus a power minus 1, a minus 2 z minus a power minus 2 plus and so on, a minus m z minus a power minus m plus and so on, and this expression is number 1. ये मैं एक्सप्रेशन क्यों इतना एक्सपेंडेड ऑर्डर में लिख रहा हूं, क्योंकि आगे की जो डेफिनेशंस है ये जो ब्रैकेटेड टर्म है इसके ऊपर डिपेंड करती है, ठीक है, कि कब हम बोलेंगे ये एसेंशियल सिंगुलरिटी है, कब हम बोलेंगे रिमूवेबल सिंगुलरिटी है, तो ये सारी डेफिनेशंस इस एक्सप्रेशन के ऊपर जो है वो डिपेंड करती हैं, राइट। सो नेक्स्ट वन इज व्हाट इज रिमूवेबल सिंगुलरिटी। रिमूवेबल सिंगुलरिटी ये होती है कि फंक्शन आपको देखने में लग रहा है कि इसमें सिंगुलरिटी है, लेकिन थोड़ी सी सिंप्लीफिकेशन करने के बाद वो सिंगुलरिटी रिमूव हो जाती है, ओके। सो ए फंक्शन वेयर सिंगुलरिटी एग्जिस्ट but after small calculation that singularity removed, okay. So this means that singular point is called removable singularity, okay. So definition of removable singularity is if all the negative powers of z minus a in the Lorentz series are 0, अगर ये सारी की सारी टर्म्स यहाँ से रिमूव कर दें, ठीक है, तो आपकी जो भी सिंगुलरिटी है, ठीक है, जो नजर आ रही है वो आपकी रिमूवेबल है, ओके। सो इफ ऑल द नेगेटिव पावर्स ऑफ z minus a in Lorentz series are 0, then we get fz is equal to this series, and this implies z is equal to a is removable singularity. Removable singularity. This means that if Lorentz series does not contain any negative powers of z minus a, clear, does not contain any negative powers of z minus a, then z is equal to a is called removable singularity, okay. So here the singularity can be removed by redefining fz at z is equal to a. So by redefining this analytic function fz, right, in such a way that it becomes analytic at z is equal to a, okay, it becomes analytic at z is equal to a. This here function is not analytic at z is equal to a, but when you redefine the function and it becomes analytic at z is equal to a, such a singularity is called removable singularity, right, okay. So this means in mathematical way limit z tend to a fz exist, okay, this exists finitely, okay, this exists finitely, then z is equal to a is a removable singularity, okay. So one more definition, what is pole? So if the series with negative powers has finite number of terms, अगर ये जो terms हैं ये finite हैं, clear, infinite भी हो सकती है, but अगर finite हैं, ठीक है, say m, so that a minus m is not equal to 0, but all these terms are 0, then z is equal to a is called a pole of order m. Pole भी एक singularity का ही component है, but read इसको अलग तरीके से define किया गया, right. So if the series with negative powers has a finite number of terms, say m, so that a minus m is not equal to 0 and a minus m minus 1 is 0, a minus m minus 2 0, then z is equal to a is called pole of order m, okay, and a pole of order 1 is called a simple pole, okay. One more definition, what is essential singularity? Essential singular point. Essential singular point means if the series with negative powers does not terminate, means infinite number of terms with negative powers, okay, then z is equal to a is called essential singular point of fz, okay. If the series with negative powers does not terminate, that is has an infinite number of terms, then z is equal to a is called an essential singular point of fz. In other words, if there are infinite number of terms in negative powers of z minus a, then z is equal to a is called essential singularity, okay. In this case, limit z tend to a fz does not exist, but in previous definition this limit exists finitely, right. Now this, so we have these 5 definitions. Always remember these definitions. A point at which function ceases to be analytic is called singular point. A singular point z is equal to a of a function is called isolated singular point if there exists a circle with center a which contains no other singular point, and if all the negative powers are 0, okay, of z minus a in 1 are 0, then z is equal to a is removable singularity, and if the series with negative powers has finite number of terms, say m, then z is equal to a is called a pole of order m, and a pole of order 1 is called simple pole, and if there is finite number of terms in negative powers of z minus a, then z is equal to a is called essential singularity, okay. So let us discuss few problems related with all these definitions, okay. So find the location, nature and location of the singularities 1 over z into 2 minus z. Find the nature एंड लोकेशन, एक तो पोजीशन बतानी है और उसके बाद ये भी बताना है कि ये कौन सी सिंगुलरिटी है, ये एसेंशियल सिंगुलरिटी है, आइसोलेटेड सिंगुलरिटी है, या कौन सी सिंगुलरिटी है. ओके, सो लेट एफ जेड इज इक्वल टू 1 over z into 2 minus z. So by putting denominator is equal to 0, we obtain z is equal to 0 and z is equal to 2. So these are two singularities, and these two singularities are isolated singularities, as there is no other singularity in their neighborhood. So z is equal to 0 के छोटा सा सर्कल ट्रेस करके देखो, कोई भी सिंगुलरिटी आपको नजर नहीं आएगी, राइट. So these two singularities are isolated singularities. Now in this case, find the nature and location of singularities of the following function: z minus sin z over z square. So obviously z square denominator, z is equal to 0 is singularity. Okay, so now see here, z is equal to 0 is singularity. So simplify this expression, 1 over z square, this as it is, and this term is z minus this bracketed term, and just simplify, we get these terms. So z1, z power 3, z power 5, कोई भी नेगेटिव टर्म नहीं है. यहाँ पे आपको लग रहा है कि z की -2 जो है वो नेगेटिव है, तो z सिंगुलरिटी नजर आ रही है, बट आफ्टर रीडिफाइनिंग दिस फंक्शन, ओके, ये जो सिंगुलरिटी है वो रिमूव कर दी गई है, राइट. सो दिस टाइप ऑफ सिंगुलरिटी इज सेड टू बी रिमूवेबल सिंगुलरिटी. ओके, सो देयर इज नो नेगेटिव पावर्स ऑफ z in the expansion, so z is equal to 0 is removable singularity. तो इस टाइप से आप जो सिंगुलरिटीज हैं उनको आप रिमूव कर सकते हो. ओके, सो वी हैव वन मोर प्रॉब्लम, 1 minus cos z over z. ये जो प्रीवियस प्रॉब्लम थी, this z is equal to this, already we have discussed. Okay, so find the nature and location of singularities of the following function: 1 over cos z minus sin z. Now here denominator is equal to 0, denominator is equal to 0 means tan z is equal to 1, means z is equal to pi by 4. Clear? So z is equal to pi by 4 is a pole of order 1. This means z is equal to pi by 4 is a simple pole of fz. Okay, simple pole means if a series with negative powers had finite number of terms, say z is equal to a, is called pole of order m. So here this pole of order 1, right? So z is equal to pi by 4 is a simple pole. Now one more question: what type of singularity have the following function e raised to power 2z divided by z minus 1 power 4? Okay, अब देखिए substitute t is equal to z minus 1 here, so we obtain this type of result. Okay, so e raised to power 2z divided by z minus 1 power 4, so this one is t power 4, e raised to power 2, and z is t plus 1, right? So e square divided by t4 into 2 e raised to power 2t, तो e square and t4 ये आपका as it is आ गया, right? So e raised to power 2t को आपने expand कर दिया. Okay, जब आपने expand कर दिया तो ये t4 ब्रैकेट के अंदर ले गए, राइट? सो विद इन द ब्रैकेट वी हैव दिस टाइप ऑफ टर्म्स एंड पुट t इज इक्वल टू z माइनस 1. तो आप देखिएगा ये नेगेटिव पावर में आ रहा है, राइट? 1 ओवर है तो z माइनस 1 पावर माइनस 4. ओके, माइनस ये भी डिनोमिनेटर में आ रहा है, ये भी डिनोमिनेटर में आ रहा है, ये भी डिनोमिनेटर में आ रहा है, और ये फिर प्लस में आ रहा है, और ये कांस्टेंट टर्म है. ठीक है ना? दिस मीन्स दैट z इज इक्वल टू 1 इज ए पोल ऑफ ऑर्डर 4, राइट? 4 definition क्या है? If the series with negative powers has finite number of terms, so 1, 2, 3 and 4 terms. Okay, so there are 4 number of terms containing negative powers of z minus 1, therefore z is equal to 1 is a pole of 4th order. Okay, one more question: find the nature and location of the singularity of the following function: z plus 1 sin 1 over z minus 2. Okay, so here again put t is equal to z minus 2. So when you substitute all these results, you will get this, and t plus 3 common, and within the bracket sin 1 over t, use the expansion. Okay, so when you apply, so t plus 3, so we have two type of summation. Okay, so finally we conclude like this way. अब देखिए यहाँ पर t क्या है? t is z minus 2. अब देखिए पॉजिटिव टर्म्स बिल्कुल भी नहीं है, राइट? नेगेटिव टर्म्स है, और वो भी इनफाइनाइट नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स है. सो इफ देयर आर इनफाइनाइट नंबर ऑफ terms in the negative powers of z minus a, then z is equal to a is called essential singularity. So this means that z is equal to 2 is essential singularity. Okay, so is an essential singularity. So in this way you can evaluate the location and nature of the singularity, okay, of the singular points. तो इस टाइप से आपने कुछ और प्रॉब्लम्स की प्रैक्टिस करनी है. वन मोर क्वेश्चन, z e raised power 1 over z square, this one is a function, z e raised power 1 over z square, z as it is and e raised power 1 over z square, use expansion and simplify. अब देखिए यहां पर क्या हो रहा है, ये जो टर्म्स है इनफाइनाइट नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स इन नेगेटिव पावर्स ऑफ z, right? This means z is equal to 0 is said to be an essential singularity of fz. आपने ये नहीं देखना कि पॉजिटिव कितनी है, पॉजिटिव हो भी सकती है, पॉजिटिव नहीं भी हो सकती है, पॉजिटिव चाहे इनफाइनाइट टर्म्स क्यों ना हो. बट अगर आपकी ये इनफाइनाइट टर्म्स है, डेफिनेशन ये है कि इफ देयर आर इनफाइनाइट नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स इन नेगेटिव पावर्स ऑफ z minus a, then z is equal to a is called essential singularity. So this one is also an essential singularity. तो इस टाइप की प्रॉब्लम्स को आप अच्छे से तैयार करो, ठीक है. हर सिंगुलरिटी के 3-3, 4-4 प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करो, कैसे वो करना है, ठीक है, और उसका ऑर्डर कैसे निकालना है, ठीक है. ये सारी प्रॉब्लम्स को अच्छे से प्रैक्टिस करो. दिस टॉपिक इज़ वेरी हेल्पफुल इन नेक्स्ट टॉपिक, राइट. सो नेक्स्ट टॉपिक इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, related with residue theorem, and with the help of residue theorem how can we evaluate complicated integrals, right. So with the help of residue theorem we can evaluate complicated integrals, and और उस सारे कंसेप्ट में आपका ये जो डेफिनेशंस हैं ये आपके काम आएंगे, ओके. और यहाँ से बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस जो हैं वो छोटे छोटे भी बन जाते हैं, एमसीक्यू के टाइप की प्रॉब्लम भी बन जाती हैं, क्योंकि आपने देखा होगा कि जितनी भी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं जस्ट छोटे से ट्रिक्स लगाने के बाद आपका रिजल्ट आ जाता है, ओके. तो इस टॉपिक की आप स्पेशली अच्छे से प्रैक्टिस करिएगा, ओके. थैंक यू वेरी मच.